Tombstone and Roar every single time, and then you have Nature's Prophet who has very little downtime. So they're looking to take fights, and then eventually EG will probably break at some point because they have some greedy heroes like Shadow Fiend and Lycan both require a lot of farm. NP kind of does at some point, but Beastmaster and Nature's Prophet can kind of...
Really low. Miracle. He'll have to blink forward for this one. 2 more attacks. He can't actually get a Miracle into the tower!
Wow.
Fiend can't take the first blood. The Soul Rip will still ensure the kill.
I think that was a misclick. He right-clicked on the tower. Anything's Quelling Blade and it's nighttime. You'd rather just not take risks and farm that super safe area if you don't need the stacks right now. If they had a Shadow Fiend in the mid lane, you probably wouldn't. There's a Roar in mid.
Speaking of mid, yep, SSF being controlled. Moon's going to TP in for this one with the bonus damage. PPD's making it difficult, but not impossible. Fly. That's now the second kill for the game, and with the Sprout control, PPD will also drop. That is already a level 6 Nature's Prophet with the kill, allowing him to go for that Wrath of Nature, which is what got the eventual last bit of damage in on the Wyvern.
It's way too fast pace of a game for EG to skate by on the early Tusk Undying, which was revealed fairly early. Lycan does not drive this sort of thing.
They're going to try and defend this. The snares over on Fly. The Razors can do some serious work here. You need some out to get this last to get back up in the Souls, and there is up to 27. And they'll be able to deny up this mid-tier 1 tower while getting a revenge kill on Undying. He was the 2-for-1 now.
Level 6 and then you go and do stuff. But Night Stalker, you hit level 6 around the second daytime, and you really want him to be really effective during that first daytime. So he has to start moving around a lot earlier, and Monkey doesn't start taking full advantage of that. He's never in the right place to scout out these ganks.
And Sumail just gets shredded apart.
Yeah, he TPs in, but the damage has already been done. Like, they've already wasted their first nighttime. A 0-0-0 Night Stalker when second day hits is really not what you want from that hero.
You're right. It's normally Universe. Yeah, he is, but he's playing that prediction game. It's like, well, I know where they're going to come. You got heroes like Siren, they can actually combo with Requiem, and he's a level 11 Shadow Fiend. He's died a couple of times, but he's kind of fine in experience. At the same time, like, if you want to look at the exact moment the
fight on bottom.
Okay, are they already going in? It is. Yeah, there's your curse over on Universe, keeping him out. Sorry, the Cold Embrace, holding him in position, as they've already brought down the Tusker.
It's 2,000 net worth in between those two. Overall net worth, you would expect Monkey to be ahead because they have more towers as well as more map control, but I'm really eyeing the anti-mage versus Lycan.
And Fly being slowed up. He's getting range for the ensnare. He will be able to in Universe. He's got another Void off cooldown, and that should be enough to kill off Fly. Even with the Soul Rip, you lock the Beastmaster in position. That's the Wyvern going to work in fear. Needs that Song of the Siren and trigger, but he can't do it. Beastmaster commits the Roar as well, and Universe being pushed a long way down. These Undying minions chased him down that far. Yep, Courier, careful. I'll be back out to safety, and Universe still can't TP out, but he's got face boots, so he can outrun anyone on the Monkeys lineup.
So that's a Battle Fury up for an anti-mage, and Lycan is still struggling to get his second item after the Vlads.
I don't really scout out the fact, too, that the Monkeys put down the Observer Ward, because the ping's coming out from Fly, saying this Obs Ward is down. Now he actually pings on Arteezy himself, and they smoke underneath the Observer Ward. PPD thinks it's safe to run up, and that's why No-Tail just sits on the cliffside. The smoke will break.
What is No-Tail doing?
The fact that there, and yep, No-Tail, he was just trying to break the smoke. That was the only reason he was there, and the shards fly down. They need a Song of the Siren up right now. 3 heroes caught out. Wrath of Nature will also kick in. Nature Promise a little bit further back, and Requiem, they missed the timing! The Soul was a little bit too late, and this will now be a real disaster for EG. They need more damage, but it's just not going to be there. A 1-for-1 trade-off. PPD has to Cold Embrace himself for the moment with fear. He can't move out. He's trapped in the tree line next to Tombstone. 3 heroes down for EG, and the missed timing there of the Requiem of Souls really cost them.
And someone wouldn't have been in position to cast their spells.
Here comes Monkeys again. Smoke movement. They put up the Hawk, and they're going to be able to find Arteezy. No ultimate available. He has to go into the tree line. Necrouse will be summoned as well. In fact, they just cut through the tree line to try and find him. Universe, as well as, yeah, okay, they're just saying you just bail out. You let him die. There's no curse available. You have used Darkness. There's no reason to get your SF kills in a Riptide. You've got Razors, you've got Splinter Blast, you've got, I say Lycan Wolves, but you've got some things to work with.
You can creep skip with Lycan Wolves, come on.
You can.
Arteezy likes the creep skip.
Sumail, Nortel, he's got Necro Books off cooldown. The second he actually had him off cooldown, he gets just in range of Sumail. Sumail with the haste rune, however, running himself out, needs a bottle charged up, can't do it in time. You will get the curse off, and this has to be a revenge right now for EG. They burn through Nortel, they're chasing after Fly, the ensnare will lock him down. The tombstone is on the hillside, but there's no other movement coming in from Monkeys. They just mop up the rest of the Necro units, get the extra gold. To which you look back at his older team. Okay, we might. Notel's not going to reach, or maybe he will. Yeah, he does. With that blink forward, they reach him in time, and actually keeping Fear out. Moon was able to catch out Fear. You might Glimmer Cape through this, but he couldn't Song of the Siren to be able to protect his teammate. And with a Treant, there's one in front of him, and that'll buy time now for Notel to move forward, as well as Crit. The shards will fly out. Fear takes so much damage with the axes until they just profit will spawn out one of the greater Treants. 1600 life on a greater tree and spawned from the corpse of Fear.
Man, that Observer Ward actually won them 2 fights right there. Two big fights, too.
Miracle. Not how much damage he takes, even if he does have this Aegis Themol leap he pulled out while all that was going on. Towers, and that injection of money kicks into the support, so they're still able to buy up these items if they want it, to get things like Blink Dagger, to finish up almost a mech on the
this is a really good position for them, the high ground.
This is nice, they're going to break it on the smoke, they get the call already. There's over on the top, got the roll off the SF here. They might have to reset with Song of the Siren, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing. The snowball came in from Crit, now is your time. Sumail, is he going to wind up this no mana? He can't do it, he actually got burned out by the Necro units, so with no Requiem of Souls, there's nowhere near enough damage. A miracle! He just burns through everything. There is a TP out in time, at least from the Lycan. PPD as well will also be successful, but those Necro units just did so much work in the fight.
It's incredible how well prepared both of these teams are for the 3-minute cooldown on that, as well as the slight nerfs Riptide has just been killer to most teams, enough to dissuade it. I guess maybe aside from Secret, but EG probably saw some success with Secret. They're like, oh, okay, we can probably still run it too, without actually having been able to experiment it with
middle lane. Sumail is dead. There is no surviving this one. There's no help as well to come from EG. So that's a full minute with Sumail on the sidelines, man. I think you hit the nail on the head perfectly almost 20 minutes ago when this game was starting. It's just the tempo. It's the pace of this game which EG can't keep up with. And I know we're saying that with an Anti-Mage, but Anti-Mage is still doing so much. It's the nature's prophet that's adding so much early pressure, and then you're able to have Miracle just come in and capitalize the situation.
Yeah, what's crazy is they put out that tempo with 4 heroes, and that's just why people think, Undying's a little risky, Tombstone falls off, but when you win the early game, it's hard. It doesn't matter if you have the late game insurance to back it up, like Anti-Mage. He has Butterfly very soon, and now he's like almost doubling up on Lycan's net worth. That's ugly. Would have gone a little bit differently. This would be a bit of a different game because they counterplayed like the Beastmaster Roar on bottom, for example, fairly
you can see this. It's the Ags that's doing the work. Notel blinking himself over to the lane. And Universe with that gem does keep the vision on him. Crit's also going to blink out. And now Miracle just says, screw it. Go in. There's your mana forge to ensure the kill on the Winter Wife. But the Tombstone's dropped as well. And this is where Arteezy has to run himself out with that Lycan ulti form. They may not get so lucky. Fear's also on the run out of here. But Miracle with a double kill just goes in deeper, turns on the Flutter, and just keeps up with the SF. Doesn't need to chase him underneath tier 4 towers. You've still got Universe in behind the lines, but Miracle is taking out your rank so quickly. Your top lane's being pushed in, and they call it GG. Monkeys will actually defeat Evil Geniuses 2-1 here in the first round match. GSL style brackets. EG is now one best of 3 away from elimination up against either VP or LGD.
Doesn't matter, bot Midas. Arteezy got one of that.
The catch-up was always coming, of course.
Value.
Man, 18-1 Monkeys. It looked rough in game number 1, but game number 2 kicked back. It's just momentum.